Welcome, Leo, to your weekly reading. This is for the 27th of October to the 3rd of November. We are going to go ahead and see all the possible energies and messages coming through for you for this week. Leo, I'm going to start off by looking at the possible energy beginning the week. We'll then take a look at your possible challenges, if any. Thirdly, we will look at messages and advice from Spirit. We'll then move on and look at your unexpected blessing coming through. And finally, the possible outcome of the week. Leo, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Leo, at the beginning of the week, we have the Two of Pentacles and the World coming out. And what I do see is that you will probably have a really big decision to make. A decision, my dear Leos, that is going to impact your life significantly. Because once you make this decision, you will be closing off a certain chapter and starting something new. Something, Leo, that fits with who you are now. Now, the energy I'm seeing here, for example, would be deciding to leave your job, to take a bigger job with a higher position and a higher salary. This could be, my dear Leos, deciding to move. And once you move, you're in a different neighborhood, a different environment, and so your life will change accordingly. I do see that this change is going to be good for you, Leo. I think it's coming at the right time. So take some time, contemplate what you want to do, how you want to do it, where you want to do it, and what you need to know with the world here is that this change is a natural progression for you to move to the next stage of your life. Right, let's move on now and see what your possible challenges are. And we have Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles. Now, my dearest Leos, what I am seeing here for you is that there is something going on right now in your life that is causing you to pull back and to overthink. And for many of you, this could be related to our Two of Pentacles. So it's just coming through as a possible challenge, telling me that some of my Leos, when faced with this big decision, can't seem to move out of the energy of thinking about it, analyzing it, making pros and cons lists. Perhaps once you've made a decision, you go and ask people their opinions and you get conflicting opinions. And so you go back to the drawing board and you have this energy of, I don't want to make a mistake. I need to be very careful here. It's going to impact my life. If I take that job, I'm leaving a job I love. Yes, I'm getting an increase. Yes, it's a bigger job, but am I ready for it? If I say yes to moving in with my partner, am I doing the right thing? Am I ready to give up my independence and my apartment and going over it and over it? And the more you stay in this position, the more you don't move forward. And so, my dear Leos, your challenge this week is to identify if you are holding yourself in the energy of analysis paralysis. It's very understandable because when we have to make such a big decision, we can get overwhelmed and we can get caught up by looking at everything. But this is the week to make the decision. Choose a direction, my dear Leos. I want you to know that no matter what direction you choose, it's going to be the right decision for you. This is why we are seeing the world here. There is a gateway that has been created here, and it's time for you to walk through it. Now let us move on and see what Spirit would like to share with you and we have 9 of Swords and 3 of Swords. Now, Leo, this is a very particular message. So I am just going to go ahead and get one other card here to see where this could be coming through for some of my Leos. So I just want to get a clarification. And we have 7 of Wands. Now, Leo, as I mentioned, I don't believe that this is going to resonate with everybody. But I do see that there is something, my dear Leos, that you have been fighting really hard for in terms of bringing it into your life. And of course, this is going to be so personal to you. This could be a Leo that you have longed to find a significant other. And it doesn't matter how old you are. Love is love, and companionship is companionship. And you want that person in your life. You want that love. You want that unconditional friendship. And you haven't given up on the idea. Even if you've been single for 2, 3, 5, 10 years, you still hold on to this dream. And there have been many challenges and obstacles that have come your way. This could be failed relationships. This could be bad dating experiences. This could be going on date after date and not meeting anybody of substance. And this could be, my dear Leos, the people around you coming in with their 2 cents worth. Leo, what are you doing at this stage of the game? Do you need to have your heart broken? Just settle down. You've got your friends, you've got your family. You don't need love. But whatever this is for you, you are not ready to let it go. Spirit is coming in and they want you to know they see your fight. They see your perseverance. And they are also acknowledging that many of my Leos are getting really downhearted, sad and despondent about this fight. Because I feel for some of you, this could have been going on for years. And so you're starting to get quite heartbroken about it. Because now that element of it's never going to happen is creeping in. And I see with that there is a lot of worry and anxiety. Am I going to be alone the rest of the days of my life? Is this dream just an illusion? Am I setting myself up? Spirit wants you to know they see everything, my dear Leos, no matter what area this is for you. And they are acknowledging your grit and your perseverance. They are asking you to hold on a little longer. Something is about to break. Don't give up just before the crossing line. Now let us move on and see what your unexpected blessing is this week. And we have the High Priestess and the Knight of Cups. Now, my dearest Leos, this message is directly connected to the message and advice from Spirit. Our Knight of Cups is coming in holding that cup. And in that cup our Knight is holding is what you have been dreaming, wishing and praying for. High Priestess is coming in because, Leo, you have a direct channel to your angels and guides. You are able now to call in Spirit and ask for what you want. You can do this through prayer, meditation, visualization, or you can do this simply by asking in your mind's eye. There is something that is about to come in and it's going to change and shift this energy. This cup could also very well be connected to what we saw over here. So there is a possibility, my dear Leos, that what we are speaking about is one big dream that you have been holding on for the longest time. This week, something comes in, a gift, an offer, advice, a suggestion, in whatever shape or form it comes in. What it does do, it brings in the element of your unexpected blessing, making something that has felt completely impossible now have the energy of, oh my gosh, this is possible, this is feasible. What an incredible turnabout we are seeing for you. At the end of the week, we have 6 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. My dearest Leos, I want you to know that by the end of the week, you are moving out of any energy depicted by the 3 of Swords, the 9 of Swords, and the 7 of Wands. I also believe that many of my Leos, if you were in the energy of analysis paralysis, you're moving out of this energy. 6 of Swords is telling me you're moving on to a far easier and gentle period. And where you're moving on to is what this gateway is that has been created by your decision. Once again, we see the gateway over here. It has been confirmed now through your thinking, your planning, your prayers, your wishes, your meditations, your visualizations. You have brought this in. And by the end of the week, we see positive movement into whatever this is, accepting that new job, accepting that promotion, getting out there with a positive attitude and starting to date again, believing that there is that person who's going to come through, saying yes to that move, saying yes to that relocation. Whatever it is, my dearest Leos, it is through your grit, your determination, and your belief in yourself that you are bringing this about. Right, let us move on now and see what your angels would like to share with you for this week. Right, let's go ahead now and see what Leo's angels would like to share with them, please. And you have communicate clearly. Now, Leo, when your angels come in with the message communicate clearly, they're asking you to communicate clearly both on the physical realm and on the spiritual realm. When it comes to this very big decision that we see coming through for you, and there are other people involved, anything that is worrying you and concerning you, speak about it, my dear Leos. Let your boss know how you're feeling about that promotion and increase. Are you a little nervous about taking on a team of 20 people? Are you concerned about so much travel? Speak your mind. If your partner has asked you to move in with them, and there are a few areas that are of great concern to you, speak about it, my dear Leos. Ask them those difficult questions. How are we going to arrange the money? Who pays for what? What do you expect from me? What are your responsibilities? What are my responsibilities? When you speak clearly, you will be able to move out of this energy quicker than you think. And then on the other side, you're being asked to communicate with Spirit. Let Spirit know exactly what you're feeling and needing. Ask, my dear Leos, for the help, the protection, and the guidance you need. We see an incredible shift coming for you. There is a big change coming your way, and we all need that extra love, that extra protection as we move through a new gateway into something new. This is going to be an exciting week for you. So that is all I have for you right now. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I wish you the most wonderful week, and I am sending you all so much love.